Ayy, I got the recipe, never gonna let any op get the best of me. Thought it was distance, but haters is next to me. Talk to the spirit, you know I've been heavenly. Company definitely show your trajectory. This ain't a diss cause I say it respectfully. It's time to eat up, red like a speeder. Taking it deeper and that's how it better be. I never let the comparison get to me. I just remember the promises meant for me. I know the enemy and that he sent for me. I keep the blood of the lemons, my centerpiece. I cannot trust in no crystals or energy. Look at the chemistry, it do not even mix chemically. Most of the tricks, they be gimmicks, they mimic the truth. It's poison and we got the remedy. There is a bomb, apply it, the fire can stand to the tallest of giants. The tyrant and all the suppliers are scheming and lying. They selling his dreams and we buying it. Show me the chicken, I'm frying it. Show me the dough and I'm prying it. Ain't never lacking it, so what I'm packing, he taking it, he magnifying it.
They say you ain't bout it. Tell them that you finna make it, but they doubt it. But you rose like the flower. Tell me what it's like to live with superpowers.
I don't know, but I'ma get it. I'ma get it. I'ma get it. I'ma get it. I just know that I'ma get it. 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 Ayy. I got the drive, the bus, the truck, the gas is stuck. I ain't the one to rely on the luck. I put in work and then he show up. I know it's fake to sit in the reps, ain't no regrets, I do too much. It ain't me if you saying I stunt. He calling the plays and I do what he want. This ain't a front, glory to G-O-D. It's what you could do with a mustard seed. It's what you could do when you start to believe. Take fear and you cast it inside of the sea. 100% out of me, cause he gave it all on the tee when he let it bleed. So what is you saying to me? You just insecure about the love that turned me to a beast. I take a step and I ain't turning back. He made me first cause I know that I'm last. I ain't got time for no thing in the past. Learn from it first and then I react. Hands off me, don't hold me. Get it jumping like a trampoline. All truth ain't no trolling. We in good hands, no folding.
They say you ain't bout it. Tell them that you finna make it, but they doubt it. But God did it. But you rose like the flower. Tell me what it's like to live with superpowers.
I don't know, but I'ma get it. I'ma get it. I'ma get it. I'ma get it. I just know that I'ma get it. I'ma get it. I'ma get it. I'ma get it. I'ma get it.
Hello, fly chick coming through. Nice to meet ya, glad you came too. Like your style and you know you got moves. You spit game and you know you spit smooth. Glad you came, it's best you come and stay. I need your loving like water in the bay. Let's walk down the aisle, make a baby. I ain't been in love like this somewhat lately. Step into the room with the crown on top. Confident, gripping, you will never stop. Everywhere I go, got 'em bound when I'm the queen. Real royalty when I step into the scene. A boss from birth, ain't no need to pretend. Haters gon' talk, but still hating in the end. No need for approval to find my own reign. Success is my language, I speak it unchained. A boss from birth, ain't no need to pretend. Haters gon' talk, but still hating in the end. No need for approval to find my own reign. Success is my language, I speak it unchained. Confidence, self-love be defined. I'm the blueprint, you know, but we're fine. The boss in the game, ain't nobody like me. If you're looking for the sauce, I got the recipe. Swag is so fierce, it's a language I speak. Unmatched confidence, my power, my peak. No crown needed. My presence, it reigns in the world of swag. I break the change with each step I take. I redefine cool. Others try to mimic, but I'm the true jewel. When the world of followers, I lead the show. Confidence, swagged out, watch me glow. Top notch attitude, haters in my rear view. I'm the star, got them all looking as I break through. With every move, you know I own the spotlight. Confidence on fleek, shining bright every night. That's right. Don't believe the hype. You better than me, you know that ain't right. Clocked in, your shift done. Bye bye up top, but no, you'll get no high five. If you're looking for the sauce, I got the recipe.
It's the final day of the softball regular season in Division 7. All teams begin the year looking to get to this point. Only 2 make it. Only 1 will take home the Golden Hardware and a state championship. For the first time ever Number 2 rated Notre Dame has made it to Firestone Stadium, and for the first time ever, they'll play for a state championship against a team that was just here last year. The Monroeville Lady Eagles ranked number 8, their second time ever, their second time in the state championship game, looking for number 1, being number 1. We have the Division 7 State Championship, this special presentation of the OH Report coming your way on your smartphone, TV, PC, tablet, any smart device you have, with Pregame coming your way next.
Looking for the best high school sports coverage in Ohio? You found it right here on the OH Report. From the field to the court, we've got it all. OH Report brings you local coverage like nobody else in the area, live and free. Follow OH Report now and never miss a moment of the action. Don't just watch, be a part of the game with OH Report, the future of local sports.
For over 12 years, you've trusted Scout Construction for quality building and remodeling. Difference. Call or email us today for a free quote and let us break ground together.
From opening day to hoisting the hardware, it's all right here on the OH Report. We welcome you inside the Village Barn pregame show for the Division 7 State Championship game between number 8 rated Monroeville, the Lady Eagles, and number 2 rated Notre Dame Lady Titans. Hello, everybody. My name is Travis Berardi alongside the boss man, Brian Skoronsky, and this is it, the final game of the Division 7 regular season, the whole season, as the Lady Eagles of Monroeville back to the spot where they were last year, but hoping to do something they have never done, and that's win a state championship.
And you got to imagine the way that last season ended for them on this stage has really motivated this group. Plenty of these players who are participating today were a part of that travesty, the game that only went 5 innings, and it kind of got away from them right away. As you'll remember in that first inning,
yes,
they gave up about 6 runs, as I recall. So this is a team that's felt destined to meet Travis, to get back to this stage here today. They're motivated. They're playing fantastic, looking for 9 consecutive wins to close out the season. And if they can do that, the Golden Eagles will get the Golden Trophy.
But standing in their way, state number 2, that is Notre Dame out of Portsmouth, Ohio. The Lady Titans 26-3 This is their first ever trip to the state Final Four because they usually run into a team named Strasburg Franklin in Division 4, but they are now first ever appearance in a state championship game as well as that state semifinal, which they handled Covington pretty well. 12 hits, 7 walks in that state semi.
And coming in with a lot of momentum themselves, Travis, this is a team just like Monroeville. They have not lost in about a month, bro. You're talking about 8 consecutive wins as well for the Titans. They are loaded with talent, particularly at the top of the lineup. So this is going to be a tough test here today for Monroeville. It should be one hell of a high school softball game. 2
of their 3 losses on the season were to the 2 teams that just played for a Division 4 state championship.
How about it?
So, that's pretty big for them. Now let's take a look at the player spotlight for Notre Dame. Alayla Soard, I should say. She had a home run, 2 hits, 5 RBI against Covington, 17 home runs on the season, a school record.
That's awesome, man. That means that she's got consistent power. Every time she's up at the plate, you got to fear her. So this is going to be one of those type of tests when she's inside the batter's box where it's not bad necessarily to try to work around her, potentially put her on base. The junior having a phenomenal season. What a memory for her in the state Final Four to punch their ticket here to the final day of the season.
Yeah.
We'll see if she can duplicate those type of numbers. If she does, boy, could be a big day for Notre Dame.
But taking on a team that has a chip on their shoulder. They lost 10-0 in 5 innings last year to Strasburg Franklin in the state championship game, but all they've done is pretty much just roll through the tournament under head coach Aim Helbstetter. Second ever championship appearance in their second straight Final Four appearance in the second ever for Monroeville. The last 2 games, they are clutch. 8 2-out RBI in their last 2 games. 3 against Mohawk, 5 against Matthews. And that's the reason why they are here right now. And if you look, they beat number 5 Mohawk, number 4 Matthews the last 2 games. Well, what Notre Dame did was beat number 1 and the other number 2 team with them. So 4 of the 5 teams in the top 5 were knocked off by both of these teams playing today. They are meant to be here. Monroeville, they've allowed only 6 runs during the tournament.
So much momentum flowing with them right now. Fly, Eagles fly in the batter's box. That's been the case all year. You want to talk about a team that can just hit the crap out of the softball, Travis? 309 runs scored so far on the season. And you look at Vianna Helmstetter, what she's done so far.
Oh, yeah.
They haven't even given up 100 runs. So this team's been dominant basically from start to finish, coming into Akron today and obviously playing some of their best softball so far of the 2025 season.
They got the Top Gun theme playing. That means they're about to do the introductions as we continue our Village Barn pregame and take a look at our player spotlight. One of many player spotlights, but she had a big swing yesterday. Madison Reiber, she had 2 of the 3 2-out RBI, a 2-run homer against Mohawk, 1 for 2, a walk, a home run, 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored for Maddie. Over this year, 491 on-base percentage, 52 RBI,
Crazy.
32 runs scored, 84 runs have come via her.
She gets on base just about every time she's up, it seems like. And the 52 RBI, that's not even good for best on the team. I talked about the fact that it's such a quality hitting lineup. But this young lady, she terrorizes you out on the base pass.
Yes.
And definitely she strikes fear into the opponent. Look for her to have another big performance here in a state championship game. Just a junior as well.
Yeah.
So, man, she's got a lot of potential moving forward into the future.
Yeah, another player with, a lot of RBI. She is the leader of the team in RBI. That is Taryn Tyler. 624 on base percentage.
Goodness.
6 out of 10 times she's on base. She's almost hitting 600. 529 average, 55 RBI to lead this team, 19 doubles, and 55 runs scored. 110 runs come from her.
Yeah, and she's the senior leader, the captain out there on the field. So that's who you're going to turn your attention to anytime she is looking to make a big play. And Avery Rosser as well.
Yes.
More amazing statistics. This team from top to bottom, Travis, there is not an easy out within the entire 9 that are going to be up at the plate today for Monroeville. But this young lady, she comes across the plate a whole bunch herself.
Yeah, it's 26 runs. She has 31 RBI, 8 doubles, 565 on base, just under a 500 average. But also, sometimes you have some players that aren't as good with the average but can get on base, and that's Rachel Fries, down towards the bottom of the lineup. OBP just under 500, just under a 300 average, but she has 20 walks on the season. She also scored 23 runs, and every once in a while she'll get you the RBI.
That's what you're looking for, and in a number 9 hitter, that 300 batting average, that's big time. That means the rallies continue and you get back to the big boppers at the beginning of the lineup. We showcased you a few of them already, but they've got about 6 or 7 really that you just don't want to face if you're the opposing pitcher. So it's going to be a very tough test today for Ava Rush coming in up against this Monroeville lineup that just have a lot going for them right now. And these girls, they look loose, they look excited, engaged, Travis. So very much looking forward to seeing how they come out here today, because as mentioned last year on this stage, kind of felt like the game got away from them instantly in that championship showdown against, well, one of the greatest teams in the history of the state. So I think they're going to be up for the task here today.
We're going to take a quick break while they do the anthem. When we come back, we will finish up the Village Barn pregame show before this, the D7 state championship game. We'll be back. Back here inside the Village Barn pre-game show, as we are just moments away from first pitch of this, the Division 7 championship game. Travis Berardi back here with Brian Skoronsky and Ski. I mean, this is just a phenomenal atmosphere here today at Firestone Stadium, celebrating their 100th year of existence. And let's take a look just yesterday at how Monroeville got here. Their first run, a wild pitch scored by Madison Reiber, made it 1-0. And then look at this play. This should have been the third out, but the shortstop was just a little bit too far in front of the base. One batter later, it allowed Taryn Tyler to hit out the RBI double, scoring Peyton Weil now made it 2-0, 2 out Lightning there. And then Madison Reiber, Brian, comes up with the big blast. Down the line, the wind was blowing that way, and she still just tucked it inside the left field foul pole, made it 4-0. Runner on first here for Mohawk coming up. They have some momentum coming your way. They have 2 outs as well. And then we were introduced to Haley Moorman. Runner on first. If this gets by her, that's 2 runs. It's 4-2 just like that, but she took it away. Go to the 6th with the runner on, and a line drive down the left field line by Mallory Brickner made it 4-1. But it wasn't enough, as you see another big play here. Moorman with her second big catch shut things down, and that is pretty much how the game ended. Defense won that game for the Lady Eagles, but right off the bat, we're going to have ourselves an opening triple.
What a Hitler just skips that one. Deep right field, coasting over the head of Rachel Fries. No chance to make a play on it, and she's already in scoring position. One pitch, one swing, here we go.
Yeah, knocked it over the right fielder. Fries could not find the ball in time. It hit off the fence, and just like that, 2 pitches in. Notre Dame right back at you. Alayla Soard now up. She is the one that had the home run yesterday. She's got power. We'll see what she can do against Vienna Helmstetter. Takes ball 1.
Vienna's been really good early on in games, particularly during this tournament stretch, and her numbers gaudy on both parts of the equation. Just a 1.18 ERA, so uncharacteristic to allow a triple here right off the bat. As she's trying to settle in, a little off-speed pitch, but it's called outside the zone.
One ball, one strike here. So we're just underway in the D7 final. That's outside. It's 2-1. Helmstetter does not walk a lot. Only 21 walks. She did not have a single walk yesterday against Mohawk.
Yeah, it's phenomenal, and that's up against 162 Ks here for the senior as the lefty misfires for the third consecutive pitch.
It's outside. 3 balls and a strike is the count here. Second batter of the game, Maddie Entler with the triple off the right field fence to start things off. The 3-1. High ball 4. So we take a look at the Janotta and Herner replay. Runners at the corners already here. Nobody out. That'll bring up Kate Entler, the catcher.
Antler with a couple of hits yesterday in the state semifinal victory over Covington, and everybody at the top of the order, these top 3 batters combined for 5 hits yesterday, Travis. So these girls playing with a lot of swag are here today as that one gets loose, but no play will be made of the plate. Does allow Soard to capture a bag over at second.
Yeah, the pass ball moves up. Now 2 in scoring position with nobody out here, top 1. Lady Eagles got to lock things in right now. You don't want a replay of last season. The 1-0. Popped foul out of play. It's 1-1 off the net. We talked a little bit before we went into our recap of the state semifinal. This place is phenomenal. 100 years. They've had pro softball here, state softball. You have college, a couple tournaments in the conferences. I think the MAC was here this year. This is just a great place for softball in Ohio.
And the Eagles fans are making it a fantastic environment. They are packed out here from top to bottom, Travis, just to our left, all the way from the front row where they got on those Eagle caps. The boys in the front row, no shirts necessary today. No shirt, no problem out here at Firestone.
It's 75 degrees right now. We had some rain come through. Was a little bit warmer. We had a lightning delay in the D4 title game, but it didn't matter. Kenton Ridge just did what they always do. The 2-1 is low, and now Helmstetter is a ball away from loading the bases here with nobody down.
He talks about the fact that she rarely walks opponents. So to come out here, have a little bit of command issues, tiptoeing a bit around this top of the order.
The 3-1. Check swing, Helmstetter over her head, run will score, and the ball's thrown away. 2 runs will score. Entler in the second, and just like that, it's 2-0 on the throwing error. Not the start if you're Monroeville.
And this is a pretty lucky break as well for Notre Dame. Wild now, a little bit wild with the throw, comes out erratic, a little low as well, and there's just so much room if you misfire, especially over to first base, Travis, down that side, that you're able to get 1-2 extra bases. And right now the Eagles, they need a little mound visit. Try to calm some things down. That's why Coach Helmstetter is out there having a chat with his Eagles, who we showed you all the numbers. They can smack the crap out of the softball. Just don't let this thing get away from you on the defensive end.
Officially for Entler, it's going to be an RBI on the ground out, but an error allowed her to reach, and this will allow us to take a look at our keys to victory today. For Notre Dame, first time here, moment not too big.
Check.
And as we've seen already, work the count as well. They're playing like a team that has been here before. So, runner on second, nobody out still for Macy Ford. Four-hitter, the center fielder swings through that one. Some high cheese from Helmstetter. And it's 0-1.
Yeah, best pitch she's thrown so far. Really had Macy rocking off balance like she was riding in a Ford with just 3 wheels.
The 0-1. Looking for the bunt, pulls back. It's 1-1. For you folks that were watching last night's Monroeville game, we got ourselves a new scoreboard. It has the colors of the players. If they're on base, the team's colors will be there. Got a little bit new look. Adam Thompson, shout out that. Getting some new looks there. Another high fastball swung on and missed. And maybe the mound meeting from her dad, Coach Abe Helmstetter, is working out because Vienna's looking like Vienna.
Macy hitless, though, yesterday in 4 at-bats. So once you survive kind of those top few guys, it's a little bit less challenging, but a misplay out in center field just cannot make the grab there for Haley Mormon.
They're going to send the runner, and she will score. It's 3-0 on the error by Haley Mormon, who caught everything yesterday.
Just the worst possible scenario right now for the Eagles, that last play, because you're reeling a little bit. You're trying to get your confidence back. A couple of nice pitches consecutive from Helmstetter, and then to get kind of the can of corn and not be able to bring it in. That's tough here for the Eagles. 2 errors already.
Lindsay Schaefer in there, takes strike 1. So 3 runs in, only on 1 hit, 2 errors by the Lady Eagles here in the top of the first. The 0-1. It's a bunt. Helmstetter fields it, throws the first, and there's the first out. Score that 1-4. Runner moves the third.
Quality play all the way around for the Eagles. Get it out, man.
Yeah.
You know, get something that you can build off of, and then for Notre Dame, runner moving over, back into scoring position, and a chance to make this a 4-run differential here early on in the contest. Big time already.
If you can get 2 outs here, keep it at 3, but you're going to need a strikeout or a pop out right here to help you out. First pitch, again, in for strike 1.
First time both pitchers will meet here today. Ava had a big hit yesterday. A couple of RBI for her.
Pulled back in time. It's 1-1.
Not a lot of breeze, but what we do have is blowing straight towards center field. So if you get a hold of one, it's got a good chance to exit the park today.
Bunt attempt fouled off, and a bit of a gift as it's 1-2. Monroeville, though, a team that can score in bunches this season. We've seen them do it multiple times. You saw them against Cuyahoga Heights, put up 17 in 5 innings. But you really want to try and get things back in order here defensively without any more runs scoring.
Yeah, I think you feel really good about yourself if you can limit them to 3 here. Looked like a pretty good pitch just off the plate that time for Vienna. Love it, though. Trying to get her to chase a little bit outside.
So the count 2-2. The pitch just outside again, and we're full at 3-2.
A lot of patience being exercised here at the dish. Outside of that first batter, and Maddie Antler just going skyward towards right field. The last few have really done a nice job of showing some discipline.
The 3-2 popped foul off the net. We will go again. Bounced off the net and right into the glove of Avery Rosser. Helmstetter yesterday, 8 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, 1 strikeout, but no walks. Her control was there yesterday. We'll see if she can get back here, as that's outside for ball 4.
She's missed the target basically in that exact same spot those last few pitches. Helmstetter's going to have to ease in now. But with the runner on first, does allow for the force out.
And we'll get a courtesy runner for the pitcher.
It's going to be Candace Ueda.
Please, courtesy running for Rush at first base. Number 20, Candace Odie.
And this will bring up Audrey Bach, the right fielder. Want to try and maybe get a double play off of this because on deck is Bella Rush. Bella Rush was a home run away from the cycle yesterday.
Right fielder, number 10, Audrey Bach.
Seventh hitter of this first inning. 3-0 Notre Dame. Runner's going to take off and easily get second. No throw. Pitch is strike one. Three runs in on the inning, only one hit, 2 Monroeville errors. The 0-1 fouled off, it's 0-2.
Haven't seen Viana play from ahead so far here tonight from the circle. So with this 0-2 count, let's see what she's able to mix in.
The 0-2 pitch. Line drive to right. It's going to drop in. One run's going to score. They're going to send a second. And in there, safe. It's 5-0.
A little slow with that cutoff. Weren't anticipating the turn in for Kansas to come in as the pinch runner and take off for home, but that's why she's out there, showcasing the speed. And Notre Dame, what a dream start. First ever trip here to the state championship game. They've got a 5 spot on the board. Eagles only with 1 out up to this point.
And while they meet, let's take a look at the keys to victory for the Lady Eagles. What they need to do from this point on, be extraordinary. We saw 2 phenomenal plays by Haley Mormon that kind of kept them in the lead against Mohawk. Plays like that can make the difference and take bases. There were 2 stolen bases against Notre Dame yesterday. This is a team that can run. If you get on base, take some bases, get some pressure on Notre Dame because they're going to need to do that in the bottom of the inning as Bella Rush now up. Swings through that for strike one.
Notre Dame, a lot of pop at the bottom of the lineup yesterday in the Final Four matchup, as you mentioned. Bella with 3 hits, Kennedy Lyon also with a couple. She's on deck right now. And an opportunity for Notre Dame to bat through the order here in the top half here, opening frame.
I believe it was a 6 spot that Strasburg put up last season in the state final. Good thing for the Lady Eagles, they still have 7 at-bats. So that one is low and inside. A triple walk, error, sacrifice, walk, 2 RBI single. That's what's happened here in the top of the first. The 1-2 popped up and out of play will go again. This is our 3rd stream from Firestone this week. We had the phenomenal game. Kenton Ridge, who just won the state championship in D4, walked off Lexington. Lexington 2 outs away from making it to the final. So that one just misses. It's 2-2. And then Monroeville putting 4 up early and then holding on for the 4-2 victory. We'll also have Doughton tomorrow, the Lady Bulldogs.
Yeah, you're pretty much just stationed here in Akron right now as this is blooped, and that's going to get in.
Nice scoop by Lily Clark to keep it in front of her, but it will be a single. And we will have the 9th batter of the inning up.
How about Bella Rush collecting 4 hits already at the state Final Four, and a long way to go here at Firestone.
And really, on one hard hit, the first batter, the second pitch of the game was off the, pretty much off the fence. Everything else, mid-fly ball, a bloop, but a couple errors have just really let this balloon out. Check swing, she went. It's 0-1 on that changeup. Helmstetter, if she can get that changeup going with her fastball, she's lethal.
She just hasn't been able to get anybody to chase outside the zone much today. Everything that these Titans are swinging at, it's kind of right down Main Street in that comfort zone for them. And now, third straight batter she's been able to get ahead of. Haven't been able to get either of the first two out. Big spot here for Helmstetter.
The 0-2 pitch. Fouled off. Notre Dame has normally been in a D4 regional with the likes of Strasburg, Franklin, Danville as well, two powerhouses, and it's usually ended up in a regional for them. But finally, Strasburg getting knocked off by Connaughton Valley, a team they beat in the regional. To get here, ground ball. Flip the second for one on Tyler to first. Not in time. They do get the second out, however. It'll be first and third.
And both fan bases kind of plotting back and forth at each other. Notre Dame enjoying that they've got another runner standing just 60 feet away from making this a 6-run game. And for the Eagles, now just one out away from ending this top half. But Maddie Entler back up there, coming off of a big triple to start the party.
Takes ball one just outside the lefty. You see Freeze playing a little bit further back now. The 0.
I believe they called that first pitch
was
a strike.
a strike, so it's 1-1. Umpires here this week, little slow getting that fist up here for the strike, but it was a strike. The 1-1 by Helmstetter. A little bit further outside, it's 2-1. Offensively, the Lady Eagles, they're a team that, it might not do much the first time through the lineup, but they really start hitting after that. Probably not going to be able to do that this time. They're going to have to get some hits together early on, get some momentum back.
Got to fight fire with fire, especially after allowing a big crooked number here in the first inning. But limited to 5 here if you're the Lady Eagles. No more damage.
2 balls, 2 strikes, the pitch. Outside, and the count is full. Rosser tried framing that, bring it back in the strike zone, but umpire said, you caught that outside first. Runner from first will be off with the pitch. The 3-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Helmstetter ends the inning with a strikeout. However, Notre Dame, 5 runs in the top of the first. Lady Eagles will get their first bat in the D7 title game after this. Bottom of the first here. Division 7 state championship game. Number 2, Notre Dame with a 5 spot in the top of the first. 5 runs, 3 hits, 2 errors, 2 left on. But now it is time for the Lady Eagles and their lineup to get going. Vienna Helmstetter will lead things off. Peyton Weil now the shortstop, number 2 hole. Taryn Tyler, the second baseman, batting third. Madison Reiber, the third baseman, had the home run yesterday as the sun coming out. Maybe that's a sign for Monroeville. Third baseman batting fourth. Avery Rosser, the catcher, batting fifth. Rachel Freeze in right field batting sixth. Taylor Scheid, the designated player, batting 7th for Haley Mormon, who is in center field. Jenna Bragg batting 8th at first base, and Lily Clark in left field batting 9th. Helmstetter yesterday 0 for 3 in the game. She does have a .585 on base percentage, though, and a .402 average. First pitch to her, low and outside, ball one. One of the most patient players on this team, Brian. She's worked 31 walks on the season.
She just seems like she's got a lot of poise when she's out there, both in the circle and then in the batter's box. So, senior year, wanting to cap it off with something extraordinary here today. Look for her to have a big-time contest here in her final game as a member of the Lady Eagles. You see that heat, though, that Ava Rush is able to bring. I mean, that is a fireball.
But she's unable to locate it so far, 2 outside. This one down the line and fouled off just past the outreached arms of Abe Helmstetter. Abe telling me before the game, new grandfather. He's a girl dad, but the first boy in the family, just 3 weeks old, and he is in attendance tonight.
Way to go, Coach. And I'd love to see the little tyke. We'll see if we can spot him here. Oh, I think I do see.
I see, yeah.
Up here in the same row that we are.
The 2-1. That's outside. It's 3-1.
If a baby that's only 3 weeks old can't be a good luck charm, Travis, we're just not doing it right out here. Look for some big juice for the Helmstetters today.
Well, Coach Helmstetter is actually Abraham.
Okay.
Helmstetter, or Abram. Sorry, Abram. His grandson, Bram Helmstetter.
So just
Abram
half
Bram,
a pops.
so it's half
Okay,
a pops.
cool.
That's fouled off. It's 3-2. Full count, payoff pitch here to V. Inside on the hands, check swing. It stays 3-2.
Really good battle going on here. 7th pitch on the way. Helmstetter talks about just how patient she's been this season, and she's seen a lot of pitches. This is her 124th plate appearance here today.
3 balls and 2 strikes again. 7th pitch of the at-bat to start things off. Flare down the left field line, but foul.
Yeah, must have had a lot of side spin on this. It appeared off the bat as though it was going to land within the boundary. Few feet outside, but the battle continues.
But the best thing to do when you start off an at-bat for a team in the bottom of the first, work the count. Get the pitcher working, see more pitches so your teammates know what's going to be coming. Another 3-2. Another foul off to the left side. And if somehow V can make it to first base via hit or walk, that's just even more momentum for Monroeville and frustrating for Ava Rush. I've had it 3-2. How many foul balls, and I couldn't get her out. So down 5-0. This could be a little bit momentum for Monroeville if they can reach here. Ground ball, right side, diving play, no play, and she does reach.
What excellent execution by Vienna here. She was behind on every single foul ball. Finally, she dials one up. She's able to cut it right into the soft spot. No play on the dive, and the Eagles get their lead off aboard.
On the 9th pitch, she's able to hit it to the 4-hole. Rush made a play on it, but it was so slow she could not get up and make the throw. And now Peyton Wow will come up 1 for 2 with a run scored, a walk as well yesterday. That one catches the outside corner. It's 0-1. And that's what we saw Rush try to do in that first at bat, is try and get that outside corner. Fell behind, but this time she did hit the spot. The 0-1. Catches that spot again. It's 0-2.
Tough spot here for Peyton. See if she's able to sizzle another fastball at her. Take something off now that she's seen the heat.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, 1 down.
Each pitcher now with 1 strikeout in the game. Just 3 pitches there for Ava Rush. Nice bounce back after Helmstetter nearly got her into double digits. Now Tyler, the other senior, steps in, and all the numbers we showed you in the pregame. She's got an unbelievable approach, great power.
She brought in the second run with a double. Yesterday, she takes strike 1. Over 600 on base, just under 600 average. The batter you want up right now to really get things going. Up the middle, base hit. Throw to second won't be in time, and there's first and second with 1 down.
Ava Rush isn't afraid to go after these hitters, but if you're going to put it right in the sweet spot here, that's what's going to happen with Tyler. How about 59 hits and counting? That is just an outrageous number. You rarely see that for a season in softball, folks. You got to respect Taryn Tyler.
And now Madison Reiber up. She had the home run yesterday. Monroeville would love to get one more here with her. As that's outside for ball 1. But yeah, Taryn Tyler, not only that, but she was a very instrumental piece of that district championship volleyball squad this season as well, in the last couple of seasons. The 1-0 to Reiber. Low, nope. Took a second, but the umpire said it was on the low side of the zone. It's 1-1.
Maddie with those 52 RBI that we showcased in our pregame coverage. Shout out Village Barn.
Absolutely.
Big time if she can add at least 1 right here.
Swings through that one. It's 1-2. Got the changeup.
Yeah, that was nasty stuff right here. And anytime you can hit the gas pedal the way that Ava Rush does, when you ease up on it a little bit, really tough. Starts getting in the psyche here for these hitters. Reiber, though, fantastic approach, big wide stance. Taking a look at the 1-2.
Fouled it off, stayed alive.
She's got such even distribution with the swing. I love watching her up in the batter's box. Just one of those kids that you dream about having in your lineup hitting in the cleanup spot, and especially a couple runners on here. It's a fun matchup between her and Ava Rush.
Only 8 strikeouts on the season, so she will battle. Another 1-2 pitch. Outside, 2-2.
Home plate umpire has been unbelievably consistent.
Yes.
Every time that ball's been there, and from our vantage point, it's like, boy, that is borderline. He's called it a ball.
We are a bit off to the angle, but yeah, it's close enough that could go either way. But like you said, those spots are consistent. Now the 2-2. Change up and got her to swing for strike 3, 2 down.
Boy, that is filthy like an old dirt truck cruising down a muddy road, man. Nothing you can do with that one. Gave a lot of credit to the approach up at the plate, but even the best hitters sometimes get fooled by a pitch that's that beautiful.
Pulled the string on her. That'll bring up Avery Rosser. She was 2 for 2 yesterday. She takes one down the pipe for strike 1.
Part of this class of 2025. Shout outs to all the graduates for Monroeville. Continuing to be together, the sisterhood. Post their high school education, and she's had a huge season. Nearly batting 500.
That one's in there as well for strike 2. She's got to work here. Helmstetter on second, Tyler on first with 2 down, 2 strikeouts already in the inning as well for Rush.
Really big moment, this at bat right here for Monroeville. You put those 2 runners on, got to come up with something.
Little chopper down the line. It's going to be fielded fair, no play. That'll load him up. It's an infield single.
And what say you, Travis? It looked from my vantage point like this might roll foul, and you probably just let it go.
Yeah, I think it just got right in front of Lyon, and It was one of those plays where she got there, and then right as she touched, she's like, "Oh no, I should have let that go." We'll take a look one more time at the Janotta and Herner replay, but you'll see as it bounces, takes one hop, and it looks like it. Yeah, it's bouncing towards the bag. That might have gone foul.
Yeah, I think no question about it, but it will go down as a single. So Rosser's aboard. Bases are chucked. What a moment here for Rachel.
Freeze was 0 for 2 yesterday with a strikeout. Can she get back into it here? First pitch right there at the letters for strike one.
Now you see it.
.465 on-base percentage for Freeze. 20 walks, 14 strikeouts. The 0-1. Outside. 1-1. That spot once again.
Yeah, a little cat and mouse game. You're not going to be able to get that call. The best you can do is just hope that somebody comes after it, chasing some waterfalls. Not able to get Miss Freeze to do it right there.
The 1-1. Ground ball right to second, and Notre Dame will escape. No runs, 3 hits, 3 left on. Notre Dame wins the inning. It's 5-0 after 1.
Let me show you something.
5-0 Notre Dame leading Monroeville here as we begin the second inning of this Division 7 state championship game. Travis Berardi, Brian Skoronsky back here at beautiful Firestone Stadium in Akron. And now's the time for Monroeville to get that shutdown inning. Get back to bat. You had the bases loaded, could not score, but you're able to get on base against Ava Rush. Got to get back and try more.
Spring sports so unique is you look up at the scoreboard and 3 hits to 3 hits, but one team has 5 runs.
Yep.
It's just how things go sometimes. But for Helmstetter, I think the second inning, this will kind of be key for her mindset moving forward. Not a great trip through the lineup the first go around. Can you get off of that cycle here? Start putting some doubt in some of these batters' heads on the other side of things. So if she's able to shut them down, maybe a 1-2-3 inning, Eagles in a much better spot than they would be if she gets knocked around, of course.
That pitch outside, it's 2-1. Notre Dame, they are a Southern Ohio Conference juggernaut.
Oh, yeah.
But, like I said previously, just run into some bigger juggernauts. That's a high pop-up. It should stay in the field of play. It is, and it's bobbled again. Clark bobbled it, and this may be a 4-bagger. She'll stop at third. It's a 3-base error.
Yeah, where'd the technique go on that one? Just Lily misplays it, and bright lights, big stadium, tons of fans, easily the biggest environment they've had the opportunity to play in. It's the 3rd error today for the Lady Eagles, and for Helmstetter, tough spot now. Have a girl on third and a girl coming up to the plate in Entler.
Wind blowing not as much as it did yesterday, blowing in the opposite direction. Don't know how much the ball danced up in the air. That was a high pop-up. But nonetheless, that's the 2nd outfield error of the game as Kate Entler, takes strike one. The 0-1. Change up in there for strike two. Entler reached on the error by shortstop in the first inning. Did get an RBI out of it. She also scored the third run of the game. That's outside, 1-2.
Smart pitch there by Viana. Notre Dame's just been laying off that pitch.
Just low. It's 2-2. Just got a message from our fellow OH reporter Jonathan Langdon. Notre Dame trying to get some payback on an OH report team after in the state football playoffs losing to Danville 60-2.
Yeah, Jonathan, I believe, was on the call for that one, is why he remembers as this gets bowled in there. 3 consecutive misfires now for Helmstetter. A little bit different story, though, for this team. You talked about what they've done in the conference. How about 55 consecutive wins in that Southern Ohio
That's pretty
conference? Good. They have not lost a game in more than 6 years.
3-2's fouled off.
Yeah, 6 straight league championships for them. Went through, obviously, unblemished yet again this year. And if not for that COVID year, the 2020 year, where I was reading that they felt like they had one of their better teams, obviously would have even gaudier numbers than what we're looking at right now.
So Helmstetter back into the circle. Another payoff pitch here in the second. And that's a fly ball to left. Clark in on it, makes the catch this time. Runner tags. She'll score. It's 6-0.
Lily Clark able to make the play, though, get the out. Just unfortunate for the Eagles that error really cost them. So an easy run coming across for Soard. And now they'll get to Macy Ford, who's 0 for 1 so far on today, the center fielder.
Yep, she reached on the error in center field, the dropped fly ball. She gives this one a ride. Clark under it, 2 down.
It's almost like they're targeting Lily out there. That would have been her third putout. She was able to make the first catch, but bouncing back nicely. A good response here. Back-to-back plays made by the left fielder.
Yeah, good baseball and softball players, if they make an error, they immediately want the ball hit right back to them. And Clark has made up for it with 2 straight outs. Also, if she would have made that first one, she would have tied a state record for putouts in an inning.
Oh, I do love that joke. It's confused some of our audience members and some parents who have reached out. Really? My kid's in the state record books?
You and her and over 1,000 other players. But technically it is.
Hey, you own it.
3 putouts per inning.
Get some plaques.
Right?
See if they hit it at Lily again.
That's high. It's 2-0. $5-0 going. Hopefully Monroeville gets the third out here, and it'll be a game of winning per inning. You see banana ball. The Savannah Bananas play that. It's that one almost over the head of the batter there, but they play, you win that inning, you get a point. Well, now for Monroeville down 6-0, you just have to keep winning the inning. So you need 2 here in the second, you win the inning. Cuts it to 6-2. Keep winning each inning to get to the 7th, and you're going to be in it at the end. But that's how you got to get into that mindset of this game now, down big. It's like in basketball, if you're down big, you need to cut it into 4-minute segments. Win those segments. That's what you need to do here.
Just got a stop and a score and a stop, Travis.
And a
you're
score
right
and
back
a stop and a score. So that's taken for strike one. A Baylog, but on the softball side of things.
A little bit different environment here than Savannah Banana Ball.
Yeah, fans can't make outs by catching the ball, things like that.
I've seen some nice catches today, though, by fans when it's escapes by the netting, as that one escapes, and that'll put Schaefer over on first.
Third walk given up by Helmstetter here early on. And that'll bring up Ava Rush, walked back in the first. Pops this up. Is it playable? It is, and The catch is made by Weil now. So Notre Dame, an unearned run, but that's it. They do lead 6-0 after 1.5.
Let me show you something.
Bottom two here from Firestone Stadium, the D7 state championship. Travis Berardi back here with Brian Skoronski. They did load the bases in the first, so they did do some work against Rush. Could not score. Maybe we'll see it here from the bottom of the order. Taylor Scheid, Jenna Bragg, Lily Clark due up here, bottom two.
There's just so many good hitters in this lineup for Monroeville.
Scheid did go 2 for 3 yesterday.
And even though they're at the bottom of the lineup, I mean, the good times, the bits, they keep coming for this team. Just will have to do it against a pitcher like Ava Rush, who I think that's the proper last name for her. I mean, she is throwing some gas out there. Misses with that one.
Yeah, if you're Monroeville here, you at least want 2 of the bottom 3 to reach and give the top of the order a chance to do some work.
She's just a sophomore, carries a .342 average into today, though.
The 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. High fastball was behind on it. We'll see if she gets another one here. Trying to slap here. Fouls it off. I have seen that with some softball players where they kind of like aim it up and then come back and flow through. It's not a bunt attempt, but I guess it's something to get you in a rhythm.
There's no right or wrong way to do it up there. Everybody's got a little bit different approach to it, and it looks like that's exactly what she's doing, just trying to eyeball it.
Swings and misses through that one for strike 3, 1 down.
Second strikeout for Ava Rush, and for Scheid, her 26th strikeout of the season, far and away the most on the team.
1 down for Jenna Bragg. Jenna 0 for 2 with a walk in yesterday's semifinal. Little chopper the first, plays the bounce perfectly, and Schaefer gets a quick second out.
Lindsay waiting back on it. Easy play for her. 1 pitch, 1 kill. Couple outs here now. And the Eagles down to Lily Clark at the number 9 spot. Try to spark something offensively here in this bottom half of the second.
0 for 0 yesterday. She had a walk. A walk and I believe a sacrifice. And that's swung on and missed at the high fastball.
Well, I hear it all the time. That high cheese, baby, is tough not to take a bite. It looks like it's going to be in the zone, but really it's up around the chinny chin region as she takes this one.
They're playing her short, though, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. So Monroeville quickly down in the second. Notre Dame up 6-0 after 2. Top 3. D7 state final. 6-0 in favor of number 2 rated Notre Dame. Travis Berardi, Brian Skoronsky back here at Firestone as a check swing and hold by Bach. They'll check down. Didn't go. 1-0.
It's been a while since the Lady Eagles have given up this many runs in a game. You got to go back to May the 13th on the road at New London, and it's something that they haven't really done very often this entire season, Travis. I think just a couple of occasions.
Popped up. Wow, now makes the catch. 1 down.
Just 2 times.
Did see them against Hillsdale on a Saturday morning, a 10 a.m. start where Hillsdale put up 20. But that was one of those just circumstances where Hillsdale was awake at 10 a.m. Monroeville not quite. Since then, though, they really got things together.
Yeah, haven't lost a game since. That was back on May the 10th. Looking for 9 in a row to close out the season in style. But that's the same case here as we mentioned in the pregame for Notre Dame. They have got a lot of momentum. They, too, have not lost over their last 8 games. So each of these teams a buzzsaw in their own right, colliding here in Akron. Yeah. And it's just unfortunate if you're an Eagles fan. Those 3 errors, very costly at this moment.
Yeah, that's mainly the difference in this one so far. Line drive down the left field line. It goes foul. It's 1-2. Yeah, it would be more like 2-0 without the errors. But for a team like this, you've been here before, you got to try and battle back. The 1-2. Popped her up again. Wow, now under it, makes the catch, 2 down.
That's who you hope is under it. I mean, this girl's been phenomenal all season long in the fields.
She has made the last 3 putouts, the end of the second and the first 2 of the third, as the 9-hitter Kennedy Lyon hit into a fielder's choice back in the second. But big opportunity once again here for Monroeville to get a 1-2-3 shutdown inning. Popped up, but that will go foul. It's strike 1.
Maddie Entler on deck, top of the order. Back on the way here for the Titans.
Batted 10 in that first inning. 5 runs, 3 hits, 2 errors. That one just high. It's 1-1. For some of you who are thinking right now, oh man, this is just a carbon copy of last year. It's done. No. Well, one, Strasburg Franklin was just a juggernaut as this is flied to left, back, and over the head of Lily Clark. It's going to be a double. That ball just kept carrying on her. Almost went out. Lily got a little bit turned around, and that's what kept her from making the catch. However, not an error. Did not touch it. It's just a double.
Couple of errors already today for Lily. She's got 4 from now on the season and the lowest fielding percentage on the team. So if you're the Titans and for these right-handed hitters, that's the proper play, man. If you can carry it out to left field, Wynn kind of pushing that way as well. It's really benefited them so far through 2.5.
Pitch catches the outside corner for strike one. But as I was saying before that ball went to left field, Strasburg was just one of those teams. They were like a Marion local in football this past season. They could have beaten anybody at the time. This is popped up. Is it going to stay in play? Rosser can't make the play. It's strike two.
That's a tough play to make for a catcher. You'd like to see her lose the helmet, but she said it never really had a beat on it. And especially with the sky the way that it is right now, it's tough to pick up even that yellow ball.
Yeah.
Very hazy.
And with the catcher's mitt that she has, too, you have to hit that spot right in the mid or it's going to bounce out. Nonetheless, it's an 0-2 count. Checked her swing, and it's a ball. But Strasburg last year winning their 10th state championship, they were going to beat anybody pretty much from D2, 3, or 4.
Yeah, maybe not Austintown Fitch from a season ago, but anybody else.
But, I mean, this is still a very good pitcher in Ava Rush, but not as quite to the level that we saw from last year. So, Monroeville, you're not out of it yet. If you give up a couple more runs, it's going to be really hard because now you're going to cut it down to a 5-inning game unless you score. 2-2. Just missed.
Yeah,
and Edlower's battled back to 3-2.
Like, where's this one off at? I'd probably be asking right now if I'm Helmstetter, like, where you want me to put it? Maybe low?
Maybe the frame job by Rosser kind of threw off the umpire, but that doesn't matter as Helmstetter does get the outside corner for strike three and a 0 put up on the board. Little momentum there for the Lady Eagles. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left on. 6-0 after 2.5. Bottom 3 from Firestone, still 6-0. Lady Eagles, though, putting up their first defensive 0 of the game, and they have the top of the order due up here. And like I was saying earlier, that second time through the order is really when this team starts going offensively. We'll see what they can do against Ava Rush here.
No time to wait here tonight in that 6-run hole right now. Helmstetter, the awesome 9-pitch AB, where she brought it into the gap between first and second when we saw her to start off the Eagles offense. See if she can do the same here.
First pitch misses for ball 1. Helmstetter on the 9th pitch of the at-bat fought off 3 fouls with a 2-strike count and got a single. That's inside. It's 2-0.
The word poise always comes to mind when I watch Vienna. Anytime she's out there on the field, and maybe because she's the coach's kid, she's got instinct. She knows what to do, laying off those first couple of pitches. See what she does here with this third.
That's high for ball 3. Even if Monroeville could put a 2 spot up in this inning, that's a lot. That's going a long way.
Got to
get
some
starts
runs
with the leadoff runner, yeah.
Yeah, regardless, you got to get something here early. You don't want to go too deep into the game. I know they've had some late inning heroics this season, but you prefer not.
There. You knew she was taking all the way up 3-0, and she may do it again here with 3-1.
Yeah, good position to be in here for Vienna.
And she held off. It's a walk. So there's a start. Once again, second time today the leadoff hitters reached for the Lady Eagles.
Helmstetter each time.
Shortstop, Peyton Weil now.
That'll bring up Wow now. She struck out on 3 pitches back in the first. Looking to bunt and whiffs on it for strike 1.
Yeah, sophomore just hasn't looked comfortable in the first 4 pitches that she's seen so far from Ava Rush.
But this is something you'll see with the Lady Eagles too. They're down 6-0, but like you said, they got to start scoring runs. If they can play small ball to do it, they will. A lot of time left. Takes that one for ball 1. It's 1-1. Especially with Taryn Tyler on deck, the way she's been hitting the ball and reaching base, you put one in scoring position, it's a chance to at least switch spaces on a base hit and keep things rolling.
The infield's so far in, Travis. I'm trying to swing at this.
Oh, that's taken for a strike. Okay.
A lot of moans and groans up here in Eagle Valley. Did not enjoy that call.
So now you will probably see her swing away. Right at the third baseman. That's going to be a double play.
Lions played that perfectly. She had been creeping up and at the hot corner. She's got the oven mitt for this one. Cranked at her, and just nothing the Helmstetter can do. Dead to rights on the base pass.
Yeah, I mean, just a tough play there. If it's about a foot to the right, that's through, and it's first and second. Instead, it's 2 down for Taryn Tyler. Unlucky for the Lady Eagles.
Yeah, you'd love to have somebody on board here with Taryn coming up to the dish. You talked about just how productive she has been here of late. Well, really all year. Her entire senior season has been like a dream scenario.
Chops that over the third baseman. Shortstop up with it, but it's going to be an infield single. Taryn Tyler reaches, and some 2-out lightning once again for the Lady Eagles.
You mentioned that she was part of that volleyball squad over her 4-year career. I mean, she's an underrated athlete. She's pretty quick out on the base pass for being a big bopper and easily beats that one out. So a little bit of momentum back for the Eagles. But we saw this in the first inning, too, when they came up empty.
That'll bring up Reiber. She also struck out in the first. Takes strike 1. You know, you mentioned last year that Strasburg might not have beaten Austintown Fitch. We thought they'd be a shoo-in for the state Final Four, but Maslin Jackson knocked them off, as that's a nice stop by Entler to keep that from going to the backstop, 1-1. But yeah, Maslin Jackson knocked them off in the regional semis. Jackson is the team that'll be in the state Final Four playing on Saturday. One of the bigger upsets in the state of Ohio. Inside curve, swing and a miss. It's 1-2.
Boy, straight out of the pig pen here. Absolutely filthy. Get her swinging through it.
Does she pull out that changeup once again? No, but it's barely fouled off. A defensive swing by Reiber. It stays 1-2.
Yeah, it's tough to not just dial up that old Terminator, man. If you got a laser for a right arm like number 9 has out in the circle, whew. She's been fantastic with that changeup as well, though, too. Those 2 pitches have really been dynamic.
Another 1-2. There it is. Got her going. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. She's fired up. She's fired up on every strike she gets. And as she should, as they lead it 6-0 after 3. Tonight's Division 7 state championship Special presentation on the OH Report brought to you, the fans, thanks to our generous sponsors. The Village Barn in Monroeville. The Village Barn is a rustic event venue located in Monroeville. We would like to wish the Monroeville Eagles softball team good luck during the postseason. Roeder Racing, taking care of all your motorcycle needs from oil changes to high-performance motor work, Roeders has you covered. The Monroeville Eagles Athletic Boosters, helping Eagles athletes chase greatness. Donate today by visiting their Facebook page in the description. Janotta Herner, your local design build general contractor based in Monroeville. Good luck, Lady Eagles. And Scout Construction, as the grapes in the race just biffed it on his face. Scout Construction, with more than a decade of business, you can trust Scout Construction with your roofing and siding needs. Call Scout for more information. 419-989-7240. Thank you all for allowing us to be live and free. Not live and free, it's a special presentation, but free anyway to you, the fans.
Let me show you something.
We're live and free so much that it's just, you're used to saying it, you know? And then you got to catch yourself and be like, well, technically we're not. But
our graphics said it too, so even the pixels are confused tonight, Travis.
Everybody's confused. You know who's not confused, though? Notre Dame. 5 in the first, 1 in the second, and defensively doing enough to keeping Monroeville off the board so far as we've hit the top of the fourth, and Soard, who's taken strike 1 on the changeup. That one just a bit high. It's 1-1. If you're Helmstetter, just keep throwing zeros up.
Yeah, we're at that time of the game now. Any little cherry added on top, as this is a deep drive to center, should be playable. It is. And the nice catch, just keep it going. Nice catch by Mormon. Now, defensively, you've been able to get yourself into a bit of a groove out here. And I think Vienna, after that first inning, a couple of errors, she's really been solid.
Yeah, only giving up 4 hits, 3 walks. Only, I believe, the way I have it down, only 2 earned runs, though. Bring up Kate Entler. 2 RBIs on the day. 0 for 1. She takes strike 1. But, yeah, we've seen the 3 players that have made errors have really brought it back in and are playing their normal way now. You know, state championship jitters. That's in there for a strike. It's 0-2. Now, though, you just offensively, you got to get it back. You got to make up for it.
Notre Dame's jumped on a lot of their opponents so early. You saw what they did to Covington yesterday, Sims Valley as well. 7-0 defeat to get into the state Final Four. The only real battle they've had during the tournament was against Connaughton Valley.
Number 1 team in the state.
You talked
beat
about
Strasburg.
That 3-1 victory they had. Other than that, I mean, they've really been on cruise control since losing to a team from Kentucky back on the 6th of May. I mean, they've just been grooving, baby.
So, yeah, their one loss was a team that in Kentucky, and then the other 2 were the 2 teams you and I witnessed play for the D4 state title.
Kenton Ridge did get after them, though, 14-0.
Kenton Ridge got after a lot of teams.
Facts.
The one team they didn't get after and had to come back was against Lexington yesterday.
Oh,
that's driven
out.
down the line. Back, track, big fly, home run. Kate Entler. 7-0.
Loaded up the barrel like it was a 45. Deep drive, no doubt about it. You hear that sound, Travis, and you just understand where that ball is headed. Lily had no chance out in left field. And look at the trot around. Her friends waiting for her at the dish. 7-0 now. Starting to get into one of those insurmountable type of territories.
And I believe we're going to have ourselves a pitching change, so I'll have a chance to show you the whole at bat here.
Yeah, they will go with Weil now. Looks like she's going to get warmed up here for Coach Helmstetter. And I saw Coach talking. He pulled Peyton aside heading into this inning. So must have told her might have to go here if we see Vienna get in any type of trouble.
And we did see her in the pen in left field during the offensive end of the third, warming up a little bit. She came in and got the last out against Mohawk yesterday.
Yeah, Peyton, she just brings a little bit of a different variety out there. She's got a solid ERA, right around where Helmstedter's is, 1.48 on the season. This will be her 14th appearance of the year. Just super solid so far over her 33 innings, only given up 7 earned runs, Travis. So try to throw this Titans offense that's been electric so far, a bit off balance, been able to capitalize on just 5 hits for those 7 runs, but the 4 errors obviously very costly today. So we'll see if Peyton's able to just kind of keep it maintained at this 7-0 deficit.
So this is what's happening now. Helmstetter moves to center field. Taylor Scheid now comes in at third base. Madison Reiber moves to short, and that'll take out Haley Moorman, the flex. So Moorman out of the game now, and we'll have our 9 players batting also field as the first pitch is in there for a ball.
Center fielder, number 12, AC Ford.
The 1-0. In there for a strike. It's 1-1.
And Wildnow's one of those strikeout pitchers in just 33 innings. How about 64 Ks, Trav?
Yeah.
2 per frame, basically.
That one's high. And honestly, on most teams around our area, she'd be the starting pitcher, but B. Helmstetter's ahead of her.
Yeah. Good 1-2 punch to have, and obviously Peyton's waiting in the wings for her opportunity beginning next season.
Swung at that high one. It's 2-2, a gift for Wildnow.
Yeah, Macy's had a couple of questionable at-bats so far, 0 for 2, in danger of falling into that 0-3 hole.
The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 2 down.
Did I mention she likes the K's out there? Chuck one up for the Eagles. Saucy pitch, working quick too, so it's a different delivery than what Helmstetter brings. New look, and we'll see how these batters do out of the middle of the order now with Lindsay Schaefer. Hasn't recorded an at-bat yet, due up.
That's taken for a ball. Schaefer did walk back in the second inning. 1 in on the Kate Entler home run to left. This is lined to right, and the catch is made.
Rachel Fries with the hard charge, puts them away. Now the Eagles need their bats to wake up.
Down 7-0.
Let me show you something.
So the Spice Girls are playing on the loudspeaker. I tell you what I want, what I really, really want. Monroeville really, really wants some base runners and runs right now. Down 7-0 at the midway point. Travis Berardi, Brian Skoronsky back here, and that, I'm sorry for the joke. I give that like a 5 out of 10. Rosser fouls off the first pitch. It's 0-1.
Well, if you want to be my hitter, that's what Rosser is, stepping up.
Thank you.
She's got to get on for her friends, right, Travis? That's what we're looking for here. Little zigzag somewhere out into a gap and just try to get some type of momentum, culminating in some runs here for the Lady Eagles. They've been able to get some on board. 4 hits so far, but the Goose Eggs up on the board at this point. Ava Rush ahead now, 0-2.
Just had a no HSAA representative for the media come up. Who do you want for the interview? I'm like, I don't know, because Monroeville's going to come back. This isn't going to finish in 5, my friend. We're going longer. It's going to start right here, hopefully. The 0-2. Way outside, tried the corner and missed.
I always think it's proper to hear from the seniors no matter what.
Oh, yeah.
Helmstetter, Rosser, they've had such fantastic careers up to this point. Certainly, Tyler at the top of the charts as well. So those 3.
The 1-2. Got her on the changeup, strike 3. 1 down.
And the excitement from Ava Rush here, ringing up her 4th batter of the game. That can be something that it's got a trickle-down effect to everybody on the infield.
Confidence.
Anytime they feel that fire and desire, it's really kind of reigning supreme so far for these Lady Titans.
Frees up. She grounded out to second to end the first inning. That's taken for a strike, 0-1. Monroeville, no runs on 4 hits. The 4 errors, though, have been critical in this game. Notre Dame, 7 runs, 5 hits, no errors so far.
Junior has collected 23 hits so far on the campaign. One right here would be huge, as she leaves that up in the attic.
1-1.
She's definitely winning the ponytail game, though, today. I always love seeing when the kids get some really cool hair popping out the back of the helmets.
Taken for strike 2. You got the ponytail game for the girls. You got the mustache game for the boys. And tomorrow you'll see one of the best mustaches in the state of Ohio as Waynedale.
Talking about Barkman?
Their catcher.
Oh,
yes.
they got a few.
Yeah.
Couple Caterpillars on that squad.
Yes. Going for a regional championship as that swung on and missed for strike 3. Back-to-back Ks, 2 down.
Kid's starting to find a zone right now, and talking about that energy and with her girls backing her up, that everyone's kind of feeling it at the moment here for Notre Dame and for Monroeville here in the 4th inning, putting themselves in a really challenging spot. See if she can come through. Nobody, though, outside of those top 5 hitters has been able to do much.
Little too jazz for that one for ball 1. So, I really like how she fires up her team with the fist pumps and stuff after every strikeout. But if I'm in the Monroeville dugout, that's got to get annoying. I got to be like, you know what? We got to get her to stop doing that. We need to hit. I've been watching a lot of the College World Series. There's been a lot of jawing going back and forth with stuff like that. She's not doing anything wrong. I'm not saying she's doing anything wrong, cocky or anything like that. She's just pumped up. But if you're Monroeville, you got to stop that by getting hits. They haven't been able to, though, as they go down 1-2-3 once again, and we played 4. Lady Titans in hand have this one, 7-0. Top of the 5th, Ava Rush, who is fired up right now, takes ball 1.
Eagle Nation looking on, and they've been loud, proud all day long. They probably 2-1 the fans in support here from Monroeville. Portsmouth is a long journey, of course, to get here for the Notre Dame fans.
Very long journey.
But Eagles Nation has showed out. So is Peyton right now.
Change up for strike 2. Battle back, was down 1-0. Now it's 1-2. So you're talking about Waynedale. We'll have them tomorrow in the regional final. It got delayed, postponed because of the rain south of us today. So that's popped foul and out of play. We'll have them, and we'll have the Downton Lady Dogs in a delayed stream in the state Final Four for the first time in a while. We'll have that one on a stream. We'll have Waynedale live and free, so it's a WCAL Friday coming at you.
Also got a fun PB&J Baseball Award night that you can watch. Have Josh Banks on the call. It's going to be a really cool atmosphere at High C Park in Galleon. Special needs kids up through adults getting their time to be in the spotlight. So really glad that they reached out to us and were able to showcase that entire group. And they feel like they're getting on ESPN, National Broadcast News.
That's going to be so cool.
These kids are geeked. I can't wait to see how that all plays out.
Well, I remember when we did the Little League championship, Ohio championship game last year. So that's going to be popped up. Tyler moving over, makes the catch, 1 out. And how pumped those kids were in the dugout, seeing the camera. Actually had their coach be like, do you have to be in our dugout? Because I want my kids to focus. That team ended up winning anyway, but it was fun.
Yeah, ironically, Matt Harding, who's running the PB&J, just texted me. Just let me know some details for tomorrow, so you can tune in to that. I believe we're going to go live with the stream around 7 p.m.
Bach with a swing at the high fastball and 1.
Bottom of the order's been great so far for Notre Dame. 3 hits. Audrey, Bella, Kennedy, each producing 1 so far.
Fouled off, 0-2. We'll keep it here after this half inning for the 5th inning stretch, brought to you by the Village Barn in Monroeville. Break down the numbers so far. That's just outside, 1-1. Actually, it's 1-2. Got her! An extremely late call by the ump, but he told the batter it was strike 3 before. Wait, 1, 2, 3.
For all my poker fans out there, that's what you call a slow roll. When you turn over and you're like, 3 kings. And then they're like,
Yeah. Oh, my.
Full house.
Oh.
Okay.
Hey. Well, that's the thing. The batter was immediately going over. So the umpire, he's talking to the catcher and the batter. It's just the motion for everybody else is a little delayed. The 1-0. That's in there for a strike. The umpire for the D4 game, though, had quite the punch out. Quick, too.
Yes.
You've seen enough games over the course of the season. You tend to pick out your favorite strikeout calls. I go with the punch, the right arm back, the left arm up, that strike 3 call. The 2-1. Ground ball to third. On the first, it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Lady Cats. The Lady Eagles. Don't know who the Cats are, but the Lady Eagles just go 1-2-3.
Wow.
As we welcome you inside the 5th inning stretch.
I'm getting up.
Brought
Following
to you
orders.
by the Village Barn in Monroeville. 7-0 the score. 7 runs on 5 hits. Monroeville, no runs, 4 hits, 4 errors, and those errors came in the top of the first. Maddie Entler, a leadoff triple. Soard with a walk. She got the second. And then Kate Entler, it was an RBI ground out, but it was an error. She reached 1-0, 2-0 on the error. Then a fly ball to center was dropped, 3-0. Sacrifice, walk, 2 RBI single from Audrey Bach made it 6-0. In the second, they added on another error. Fly ball to the left was dropped, 3-base error. Entler with the sac fly made it 6-0, and then Entler once again with the big fly in the fourth to knock Helmstetter out from the circle, 7-0. Lady Eagles did have the bases loaded with 2 out in the bottom of the first, but could not do anything with that. They had a runner on first with no outs in the third, but a line drive double play ended that.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest moments in the game when they had the bases chucked. It looked like, okay, obviously they allowed that cookie number a 5 spot in the top half, but we came to play as well. To come out of there empty-handed, even if you just get 1 run, I feel like Monroeville has a little bit different perspective moving forward in the game. Since then, not a ton of offense here for the Eagles. They do have the 4 hits, and with Bragg, Clark, and Helmstetter due up here, this is where the rally needs to begin, I think, if they're going to have a shot tonight legitimately. You got to at least get 1 here in this bottom half of the 5th.
Yeah, you have to start the scoring at least. 3 more at-bats left. Anything could happen, but you need to start going after Ava Rush, who out of the last 4 batters struck out 3 in a row. 1 ball, 1 strike to Bragg. She grounded out the first back in the second inning. And I believe an illegal pitch called. So that'll be a ball. Or a warning was given. The umpire still said it was 1-1. Change up in there for a strike, 1-2.
And boy, when she's dialed that up, it's been perfect more often than not. That has been her best pitch tonight. She's keeping hitters off balance because her fastball gets in so quickly. But my goodness, when she eases up a bit, it has really fooled these Monroeville hitters.
Third base umpire was correct. The illegal pitch is a ball. It is a 2-2 count, not a 1-2 count. Nobody on base. It's like a balk. The 2-2. Ground ball to second on the first one down. Soft ground out to Bella Rush. We'll bring up Lily Clark. She popped out the second to end the second. And again, ahead of the count. And that's something Rush has been doing a lot today, getting ahead of the count and making the batters play her game. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Lily checking in, 17 hits to begin the day. Top of the order, due up, Helmstetter. Wow, now next. 0-2 count. Got to try to protect the plate. Base hit. Be big here for Monroeville.
Popped her up. Ranging back is Soard, but making the catch is Ford for out number 2.
Since that first inning, Eagles just haven't hit the ball very hard into places where it has be tough for these Titans to make some plays. Defensively, it seems like they've been ready for everything that's come their way. And Lady Eagles reeling a little bit here down to the last out in this 5th.
Helmstetter takes strike 1. Monroeville, most wins in school history in a regular season this year. Last year they tied the record, which was created in 2018 when they lost to Mohawk in the district championship game. Got payback on them yesterday, 4-2. And that former Division IV district was tough. You had Monroeville in there, as that's ball 2. Mohawk. You had Lucas, who went to a Final Four back in 17. A lot of teams, and then you get to the regional, you had to play Hillsdale.
Yeah, I think the expansion of the 7 divisions opens things up for now. Each of those schools, or at least a couple of them, have opportunities to be able to make their own path, get to regionals. Eagles in the state championship for the 2nd consecutive season, trying to make the most of this opportunity. 2 strikes on Helmstetter, lays off that one wisely, and she's been great so far. Reached base her first 2 ABs, got a single, walked last time up. Need some more magic from the senior.
Full count here with 2 down. Helmstetter 1 for 1 with a walk. The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, but foul, they say. Just tipped it. She stays alive.
Yeah, Vienna clipped it just enough. Keep this one going. You might remember back in the first inning, took 9 pitches before she ended up reaching base with that single, and again locked into another excellent showdown. Her and Rush, who's been heating up. 5 strikeouts now for Ava.
Another payoff pitch. Outside, ball 4. So Helmstetter, once again from that leadoff position, making it on base. They'll bring up Wow now, who lined into a tough double play. Hit it right at Lyon. We'll see if she can make solid contact here to bring up Tyler. Outside corner, strike 1.
Struck out her first time up tonight.
Top of the order, first 3 batters, 3 for 5 for Monroeville with 2 walks. Peyton behind, 0-2, however.
Now's found herself in this situation, I believe, all 3 at bats now, so just battling from behind against Ava Rush. Not a position any hitter wants to be in, even good hitters like Peyton.
The 0-2. Just outside. It's 1-2. Now, like I said, we are at just a bit of an angle. We're not straight away, so that could be a little bit further outside than we think. But to us, that's just off. 1-2. High and outside. Helmstetter's going to try stealing. She's in there. Got the hand in. And it's a runner in scoring position.
Pretty decent throw. Bella Rush was able to scoop it up, get it down. But a nice leap off of first base.
It was that scoop, how she had to bring it in first before applying the tag, is what allowed the hand to get in for Helmstetter. So the count is 2-2 now. Outside, full count.
Really tip your cap here to Peyton for this at-bat. She looked uncomfortable the first time she was up. Had a battle from behind. Second time, even though she hit it hard, and now 3-2 count. Taryn Tyler on deck, who's 2 for 2.
If I'm Rush, I see a change up here. High, ball 4. She did go with the change up, but it was just high, and Wild now held off. Back-to-back walks with 2 outs, and Taryn Tyler, who's 2 for 2, up to the plate. A little life for Monroeville here with 2 out in the 5th.
Yeah, you can definitely you can sense it right now within the crowd, and that's why we've got a mound visit here at this point. Taryn Tyler, arguably the best hitting player in the ballpark right now, period. Doesn't matter where you're at. This girl's been undeniable with the 2 hits a day. Her average probably right around 580 for the season. She's got 60 hits, Travis. No bigger moment for the senior, though, than right now.
The player you want up in this position is Taryn Tyler. Key moment for the Lady Eagles here. First pitch taken high for a ball. Now on deck is Reiber, who's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. I don't know if Tyler's going to see many good pitches from Rush here.
Be the wise move to try to pitch around this young lady.
The 1-0. Catches the outside corner. It's 1-1. That's what she'll be doing this whole at bat, is just trying to get the outside edges of the plate. Tyler, though, one of the most patient players on this team. 1-1. Off the end of the bat, the changeup got her, and Notre Dame gets out of the inning. Right off the end of the bat. And Monroeville goes down in the 5th. Still 7-0 after 5. Top of the 6th. 9-1-2 hitters for Notre Dame up against Peyton Wildnow, who has put up zeros since she's come in. Gets a swinging strike there to start things off. Monroeville at first and second. Taryn Tyler up, but a job by Rush to get the outside pitch. Went off the end of the bat for Tyler. Couldn't make solid contact. She popped out the short to end the inning.
Yeah, a couple of unfortunate offensive innings tonight. The 1st and 5th really stand out now, where the Eagles, they threaten. You feel like they've got some life, some juice. And then the at-bat that they really need to come through, just coming up empty-handed, and that's why the score remains still 0 right now for the Lady Eagles.
That one just outside. It's 1-2.
Shout out to Roeder Racing, by the way, for always wanting to jump on our scoreboard sponsorship for Monroeville. Taryn and the gang out there, really appreciate them. Drove by their location a couple times. It's fabulous. Going to have to stop in.
Pop fly. It's going to get out of play. Also on my way to the Hillsdale game for Monroeville, passed by the Village Barn.
Another spectacular entity out there in Northwest Ohio. Love to DJ an event out there someday. Hopefully I get the opportunity.
There you go.
It's on my bucket list. So anybody getting married in the Monroeville area, you need somebody to spin on the 1s and 2s, maybe make you laugh once or twice? Got you.
Line drive over the head of the center fielder, Helmstetter. That's going to be 2. A stand-up double to lead off the top of the 6th.
Kenny Lyon, she's holding a spicy bat tonight. 2 for 3 now. And setting up the top of the order in good shape here with Maddie Entler.
2 doubles. She ties Emily Brickner for the D7 state record for doubles in a game. Brickner had 2 last night. And also, I was telling Andy Jardy, it tied the Division 1, 2, and 4 state records before we moved to 7. Bunt attempt, fouled off. It's 0-1. So you'll see her name in the record books.
Unique that they get to rewrite them starting fresh here in 2025.
Now, I want to know, is D1 through 4 going to stay the same?
I think it has to, right?
Yeah. They'll just add 5, 6, and 7 will be fresh, but 1 through 4, keep with it. Foul ball, and Wildnow's behind or ahead 0-2 as that fan took one off the side of the head. The tough thing is he saw it go by and was like, yes, it got by me, and then it deflected right back off the side of the face.
Looks
like
Papa.
He's okay, though.
I've been there, baby.
Oh, yes. We talked about that yesterday.
Yeah. I was I was watching on my private channel when you guys mentioned that, and I was like, boy, I'm just never going to live down that moment. Busted my glasses, my face, my ego, everything was just in shambles.
But you still got the highlight. Change up, fouled behind Entler. It stays 1-2.
Wildnow still not giving up a run. Struck out a couple. This will be the second time these Titans get a chance to see her, though.
That one high, 2-2. So we had a 40-minute delay in the D4 championship game. And that pretty much pushed us back an hour from the original start time for this one.
Yeah, congratulations, Kenton Ridge.
Whoa!
One just slipped out of her hands. Saw that happen to Hillsborough in that D4 game multiple times, leading to several of those Kenton Ridge Cougar runs.
It's a good cornhole throw, though.
Yeah.
That's a good arch.
Good touch.
So gets the count full at 3-2. Little pop up. Tyler can't get it. It's an RBI single, 8-0.
And sometimes when the going's good, it just continues and it's hard to evade it. The Eagles, they've done really well tonight, more often than not defensively. And it just seems like the empty spots on the field have been more conveniently found by the bats tonight for the Titans as they add another one on. 8-zip.
Just off the hands of the bat. Able to get it. There's a steal attempt, and it's thrown into center field, but a nice backup by Helmstetter. Stolen base.
I think Reiber, if she had a chance to get to that one, a little faster acceleration, might have been able to get the tag down.
Notre Dame trying to get to that 10-run limit so they wouldn't have to let Monroeville bat in the 7th if they could hold them.
Eagles have gone farther in the game than they did a season ago, so already step in the right direction.
Chopper, the third on the first, one out. Runner moves the third.
Obviously, with the base pass being as short as they are, that's a tough decision to make there for the third baseman. Do you elect to try to get out the girl who's in between second and third? You go for the out, the guaranteed at first. Elected to just get one down.
Entler up, had the homer back in the 4th. And that hit her. No, it didn't hit her. It bounced in front of her, apparently. Yeah, it looked like it hit her, but actually it bounced in front at the beginning of the box. It's ball 1. Ground ball the second. Tyler backhands it, throws the first. Run scores. It's 9-0. 2 out.
Notre Dame executing the small ball with precision right here. Give up the out for the run any day of the week. And they'll stack another on top. Empties the bases. The center fielder coming up, Macy Ford.
How about Entler? Every at bat, she's recorded an RBI. The ground out that would have scored 1, the error scored a second, but she gets 1 RBI for that. Sack fly in the 2nd, the home run in the 4th, and then that at bat there. Productive outs when she doesn't get on base or knock it over the fence. That's what you want in a 3-hitter.
Macy Ford, kind of the lone player in the lineup today for Notre Dame to not have any type of success. So for 3, checking into this AB.
Fly ball to right, and the catch is made. But 2 more across for Notre Dame. They lead it 9-0. Going bottom 6. This one will go 7.
Let me show you something.
Maddie Reiber leads off the bottom of the 6th. Notre Dame 9, Monroeville nothing. Travis Berardi back here with Brian Skoronsky at Firestone Stadium in Akron. Tie for ball 1. And as John Cena used to say, the time is now. The time is now for Monroeville. You got to get hits together immediately. And Coach Abe Helmstetter got the backwards hat. Rally hats are on for the Lady Eagles.
No time like the present to try to step up, do some big things here. Reiber, the start of the middle of the order here with Rosser on deck, and then Freeze waiting for her chance. These 3 ladies have had great seasons.
But today, 1 for 6 with 4 Ks. The 1-1. Change up, fatted off. It's 1-2.
But taking a look at the tournament trail here for the Titans coming into this game, they've played in games where there have been 50 runs scored so far, Travis. They've accounted for 47 of those runs.
So you're saying they're good at the offense?
Pretty good at that defense as well.
The 1-2. Off the end of the bat, down the line, drops in, fair ball. She's going to try for 2, and she is in there as the ball's overthrown again. So a hustle double to start things off.
This is what the Eagles have been missing. Getting one of those friendly hops, about a foot inside of the line. Turns, goes head first with the slide, looking like Charlie Hustle. And have we seen the Eagle bird flap yet today? We have not. That was the first time. So finally, an extra base hit here for Monroeville. And their audience, everyone up on their feet. They are geeks. They are excited, trying to get on the board.
85 extra base hits going into yesterday. So they can give you the extra 1 or 2 bases when they can. That was the first one of the day. Maybe it'll start something. The 1-0. Fouled back, and it was a double that started the rally for them against Matthews in the regional championship in the 4th inning. Taryn Tyler with the double.
And I just love that Monroeville's not feeling deflated. You give up 2 more runs, you're on the cusp of it being a run rule type of game, and instead they come in here, they get the double, and a chance as this one drifts outside for the senior Rosser to try to put a run on the board. It'd be the first time in their 2 state championship appearances if they're able to get one here.
And always the biggest thing for a rally is always getting that first run. Can they do it here with nobody out? Time called. Rosser. She does, as I said before the double by Reiber, they were 1 for 6, the 4, 5, 6 hitters. Well, Rosser had the single. That's high. It's 2-2.
Avery's just had such an exceptional career and even better senior season, capping it all off. An accomplishment, obviously, just to get here, but you want to come away with some offense, baby.
Yes, you do.
Nothing like scoring a run.
The 2-2 pitch. Checked, held, ball gets away, runner moves to third. Great read by Reiber. Saw it bounce, takes the base, and now the first run for the Lady Eagles 60 feet away, and it's a full count to Rosser.
Third time tonight we've seen Monroeville get a girl to third base. Can they bring her home?
We'll find out right here. The 3-2. Fouled off. Rachel Freeze on deck, 0 for 2 with the strikeout. Another 3-2. Down the right field line, but tails foul.
Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up here. Good head-to-head going.
Second time we've seen that. The first time was when Helmstetter worked the 9 pitches and got the single. Monroeville does that again. They'll be on the board. Rush ready again. Another payoff pitch. Ground ball to short. That's going to score a run. The throw to first is in time, but the Lady Eagles are on the board. It's 9-1.
Small ball at its finest. Nice sharp hit ball. Bring the runner across. So Madison Reiber getting the Eagles on the board. Base is now empty. Rachel Freeze looking to change that.
That's in there for a strike to Rachel Freeze. First run scored by Monroeville in state championship history. Put that softball in the case. So that misses for ball 1. It's 1-1.
Would have been cool to see Coach come over and just be like, I'm gonna need that.
Yeah.
That's an artifact now. It's coming back to Monroeville.
The 1-1 pitch. Fouled off, 1-2. It's crazy. This is only day 2 of the state tournament. We got 3 more days of this.
Yeah, I love the setup. Everything in Akron this season with baseball as well.
A couple games at Thurman Munson right down the road in Canton, but the fact that they're keeping it local is great. Late swing, but she stays alive.
Right off the tip of the bat, almost like a pool shot. But another good head-to-head going, and the Eagles' bats have been empty out of the 6, 7, 8, 9 hitters tonight. Everyone 0 for 2.
Trying to change that here. The 1-2 fouled off again.
Ava Rush, when she was having that phenomenal 4th inning, you noted that she was striking kids out, really getting aggressive with her body language. None since then, Travis, so the Eagles have kind of taken up that challenge and stepped up to the plate.
Yeah, and they've worked the count. Time called. It's a 1-2 count, but this is the 6th pitch of the at-bat.
Yeah, she might be getting a little tired. Got to be closing in 100 pitches, if not more.
That's outside. It's 2-2, and that's something else. You keep working the count, the pitcher gets tired, and that's when you can really start taking advantage and getting back into this. 2-2 down the line and foul. We were saying the wind has shifted direction since yesterday. Now it's going out the right field, and that's the second time that ball's tailed foul. So we have another 2-2 count.
Rachel's starting to see it well, though, up there. About a 300 hitter for the season. Starting to find her groove in this at-bat.
2-2. Popped it up. 2 out.
Easy play for Soard. She's been perfect so far tonight. Everything that's been hit her way, she's been able to handle.
That'll bring up Scheid. Now in at third base. Big swing and a miss, 0-1.
It's the first time we've seen Rush blow it by somebody in a little while, and you see just how stoked she was about that moment.
And another fastball in there, 0-2.
And a rather unusual delivery for everybody who's been watching this game so far. She kind of pauses before she finishes out.
It's on the line of illegal pitch, but she does keep the motion going enough that she's allowed. And it's because she kind of stops but resets her body, so that counts as the movement. And yeah, you're right. It does. It's unique. It throws off the batter, but it is a legal pitch.
Yeah, it looks like she just really tenses up her body before she gets to the full windup right here, and then boom.
Foul ball. It stays 1-2. Now, I know there's going to be some pitching expert that's going to actually explain it to us in the comments section, so we'll wait for that.
I love it.
Yeah.
Pitching, definitely not my forte, spring sports. Not exactly something that I would major in.
I know more of a baseball pitch than anything else, but strike 3. Monroeville does get on the board, but they trail by 8 as we head to the 7th. First pitch of the top of the 7th is a quick 5-3 ground out as Schaefer is the first out of the top of the 7th. Travis Berardi, Brian Skoronsky back here in Firestone Stadium. The DJ did a very smart thing. Stopped Sweet Caroline before they could get to the chorus, so I did not have to scream out loud my version.
Yeah. If anybody knows it, it's not appropriate for our high school airwaves. It's part of Brawl Week, I'm told.
It's part of any time, I'm told.
Fair.
Yes. It's like if a Michigan fan would hear Hang On Sloopy, they'd probably punch somebody. You know, if the Ohio State fan would hear their fight song, they'd probably break the jukebox because it should not be playing. It's one of those things, you know.
Yeah, all hail the victor should never be in my eardrums at any time. If I can avoid it, be nice.
Even though it's played the last 3 years. But
not in the national championship
exactly,
game. As I
was about to say, but you have that. You have that, my friend. I've seen a lot of the, yeah, but we beat you in the regular season. Yeah, well, it doesn't matter, does it? Because you won the title.
Yeah, I was actually going to say for Monroeville, if they were able to cap off the championship today, still got 3 outs to do it. They lose the 2 games. There are only 2 in the Firelands, I believe, right? Or maybe they lost one in New London as well to Crestview.
They lost 2 to the Crestview. That was it.
That's right.
Lost to the Final Four participant in Oak Harbor in the district championship game.
But I think you'll take missing out on a league crown, of course, if you can have that big golden ticket at the end of the rainbow. As we get a leadoff walk here, Ava Rush heading over to first base. Or excuse me, we
that first pitch was real quick there, but yes. Go ahead, sir.
But if you can do the double dip if you're Notre Dame, what a season.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Conference championship, 6th in a row.
Yeah.
First regional, right?
Yeah, first. Yeah, first regional title. Yeah, first regional title. So you got yourself a district title, a conference title, a regional title, and now you're going to be 3 outs away from a nice gold state championship title too. Got to make your own case for this season for them.
Seriously though, I mean that's quite the season, and what an accomplishment for Notre Dame, who's been on just quite the tear. I mean, no team this year outside of Kenton Ridge has been able to score this many runs on them. I'm saying the 9 that they have. If Monroeville were to come back, it would have been something that's only been done once all year to this team defensively, who has now only given up 4 runs on the tournament trail. They've been basically perfect.
Tally Herman getting the pinch running. Place went nuts, so.
Fan favorite.
Yeah. And she can say she got to play in a state championship.
And we've got Addison Arnold as well, pinch hitter checking in. So fresh bodies all around, and I saw this for Monroeville in that huge win against Cuyahoga Heights when they were up 17-0, but a lot of freshmen got in and got a taste of what it was like to experience a district round game.
Yeah, and that's just, anytime you can say you played in a championship game, it doesn't matter. You get in, you get to play. It's a great moment. 2-0 is the count here to Addison Arnold, the pinch hitter. Looking to bunt, snap throw back to first. She gets there, ball gets away, but not far enough. And it's 3-0.
Wind really starting to pick up. Temperatures dropping as well. We were right around 80 degrees somewhere, I think, in that department to start the day. This game, anyways.
Down to 72.
Yeah.
As it's a walk.
And rain still to the south of us. Thunderstorms may be on the way for the last game today.
This is the last game, actually.
Is this?
Yes.
Oh, I thought there was one more to come.
Nope. We didn't have double semifinals. That's the only time we're going to get 5. Like tomorrow. We'll have double semifinals and then the D5 game at 8. This was supposed to be at 8 at first. They scheduled it, but then they switched things around, and we're only with the normal 4 like yesterday.
Ah, comprende, amigo.
And, yeah, there is some big rain coming. It'll be a nice drive home for the both of us.
Yeah, and it looks like they're going to give Scheid an opportunity to pitch here in the state championship. While now has checked out. Probably move back into her spot at shortstop.
Yeah, they'll put Scheid back at short, and they'll put Reiber back at third. Well, we have a quick minute. Let's thank our sponsors, Village Barn. Rustic event venue located in Monroeville. We would like to wish Monroeville softball good luck during the postseason. Roeder Racing, taking care of all your motorcycle needs from oil changes to high-performance motor work. Roeder's has you covered. The Monroeville, I can't say Monroeville right now. Monroeville Athletic Boosters, helping Eagles athletes chase greatness. Donate today by visiting their Facebook page in the description. Janotta and Herner, Janotta Herner, your local design build general contractor based in Monroeville. Good luck, Lady Eagles. And Scout Construction. With more than a decade of business, you can trust Scout Construction with your roofing and siding needs. Call them for more information, 419-989-7240. And fun fact, folks, Scout Construction, one of our first sponsors on the OHA Report. Am I correct? Or first commercials?
I'm trying to think if they were the first ever. Second ever, I think. We had Ohio Eye Associates jumped on board, so thank you to them. We had some very humble, meager beginnings, Travis. It was mostly just parents and teams giving me a couple bucks here and there to make some highlights, and then finally able to score a sponsor or two. But big thank you to Josh Mobley. He has been with us since day one.
Oh, yeah.
Far and away has been the largest sponsor in terms of most games in the history of OH Report. I can't even calculate. He's probably been on 1,000. That might be a real number. He's on a lot of games every year.
Contrary to other numbers being given out there, that actually might be a correct number. Got a golf game going on too. We went golfing with him before, but he also said that he's one of the businesses that has really benefited from sponsoring on the OH Report. He's got a lot of contracts because of that. Popped up, bunt caught by Reiber, 2 down. Runners get back to their bases.
Yeah, Matty read that one all the way. Not a good bunt laid down. Puts 2 outs in the books. Trying to get one more here with a couple runners on.
Bring up Kennedy Lyon, who also has tied a state record in D7 with doubles in a game with 2. Can break it right here. Inside, ball 1.
Take a look at what Sheed's done so far. 3.0 ERA in now 9.2 innings pitched up to this point. He's allowed 11 runs, 4 of them earns, given up 13 hits and struck out 6.
Change up there, gets strike 1. 5 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the fourth, 2 in the sixth for Notre Dame. Benefited from 4 Monroeville errors. The 2-1 bounces in there, gets away, and the runners are just going to hold up. 3-1. Sportsmanship shown by the Notre Dame coaching staff, saying we're not going to run it up on them, I guess. But hey,
man, that's you're out here playing. I'm sending the runners. What are we waiting for?
Ground ball foul. It's 3-2.
Lyon 4 hits here at State, looking for her 5th over the last couple of days.
The payoff pitch, ground ball, just foul again.
Slick backhand, though. Played nicely that time by Maddie.
You see on the Janotta Herner replay. Another 3-2 outside, ball 4, and, well, doesn't matter. They are loaded now. And we'll get back to the top of the order. We said they worked 7 walks yesterday. Patient squad. That misses for ball 1. Monroeville will have their 8, 9, and 1 hitters due up in the bottom of the 7th. Snap throw to third, and it got her.
This is a gorgeous tag by Reiber. An awesome throw, too, and there it is. A little bit of cheer to go along into the 7th.
Get your rally hats on, Monroeville. They need 8 to extend, 9 to walk off for a championship.
Let me show you something.
Here we go. Bottom of the 7th. Bragg, Clark, Helmstetter due up. Monroeville needs a lot if they want to keep their state championship hopes alive. They'll start with Bragg, who's 0 for 2, 2 ground outs. That's low for ball 1. Do we have one of the craziest finishes in state championship history ahead of us? Well, Ava Rush will have something to say about that.
Yeah, she went the distance yesterday, just gave up 5 hits, couple of runs, struck out 9. She's kind of trending towards basically similar stat line here tonight.
That's low for ball 2.
Actually, they just called it a strike.
I
got you with the slow roll. I mean, it's getting late out here, Travis. About 8:40 local time right now. So everything just a little bit behind.
That's a strike. 1 and 2. Ground ball to short. The throw sidearmed. And it gets away.
Popped out of the glove of Schaefer. A little bit of contact. Of course, she had to reach within the runner's right. And through the pathway. Comes out.
So it's not interference for the fact that the base runner was running down the line and the glove was in the way. Now, if she made an attempt of slapping the ball out of the glove, she'd be called out. But the fact that she was in her lane and knocked the ball out on a regular play, that is an error, and that is a base runner.
Yeah, she's right on the chalk, and not so certain that Schaefer is going to hang on to that anyways. So the contact, incidental, if you will.
Yeah, it's a legal play. Now the coach is out there talking to the umpire, but you can't do anything about that. The runner's not just going to stop because the glove's in the way. She's going to run through the bag, and honestly, she had her foot on the base, I believe. She didn't even need to do that swipe. Nonetheless, leadoff runner on here for Monroeville. Still a lot of work to go, though.
You're going to call that an error on Soard as well, which, if she makes the throw on target, should have been an out, so it makes sense. First error registered tonight to Notre Dame.
Now that'll bring up Lily Clark.
Clark's 0 for 2 so far. See if she steps up for the moment. Swinging at some high cheese right there.
0-1. That one high. It's even at 1.
I see some Rally Eagle hats coming out here in the 7th. Not giving up hope just yet. Made the trip out here to Akron. Hoping to see some magic.
Fly ball to center field. Center fielder back, making the catch is Ford. 1 out. They were playing up on her, and she had to backtrack to make that catch. Now to the top of the order, and V. Helmstetter. She
Right
is yet to be out today.
Yeah, she's been awesome so far. 1 for 1 and a couple of walks?
You are correct.
The live stats went dead on us a while back, so been trying to process with the brain cells, and Lord knows, very few there to really track down some resources.
Helmstetter checks her swing. It's 1-0. If you need a rally, at least this is where you have to be in the lineup for Monroeville. The 1-0 in there for a strike, 1-1.
Yeah, and especially with all the lefties due up here for the Eagles. Get that righty-lefty matchup.
The 1-1. Swings at that outside one. It's 1-2. Got a little greedy there.
Yeah, we haven't seen Helmstetter go chasing waterfalls really at all today. She's defended the plate very admirably. That's kind of her one miscue so far.
1-2. Outside edge strike 3, 2 down.
Strikeout number 8 for Ava Rush tonight. She's got 17 over the last 2 games here at Firestone Stadium.
So it will be down to Peyton Weil now. Misses for ball 1. That's in there for a strike, 1-1. They're 2 strikes away. Down to the last strike is Monroeville.
Everybody up on their feet basically right now in the Titan cheering section. Looking to will this team to their first ever state title.
And time is called by Wow now. Low 1-2. High 2-2. Taryn Tyler on deck would love to at least get one more at bat in her career here. The 2-2. Ball game. Notre Dame has won the Division 7 state championship. They knock off Monroeville 9-1.
Yeah, congratulations to the Titans. It's just been an extraordinary season. The run they've been on in the tournament, I mean, nothing short of outstanding. Outscoring their tournament foes 47-4, Travis. A very worthy champion here in the newly formed Division 7.
So we'll keep it right here as they are getting ready to give the trophies and the medals.
Yeah, and I'm going to head down to the field.
Yep.
I'm going to get some great pictures for you Monroeville fans of a season that you should be incredibly proud of. Awesome campaign again for the Eagles. Akron 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
Life's pretty good.
All right, we'll see you later, Ski. I'm going to keep it here as they show some sportsmanship. In their first attempt at state, Notre Dame has come out as state champs. 27-3. They needed to knock off the number 1 and the number 2 teams in the state to get here.
As we recognize the 2025 OHSAA Division 7 state runners-up, the Eagles from Monroeville High School. Joining us to present our individual medals is Monroeville Athletic Director Ben Paul. Players, please come forward as your name is called to receive your medal. Number 1, Vienna Helmstetter. Number 2, Avery Rosser. Number 6, Alayla Tyler. Number 11, Jenna Bragg. Number 13, Haley Mormon. Number 14, Madison Reiber. Number 18, Lily Clark. Number 22, Taryn Tyler. Number 26, Rachel Freed. Number 27, Peyton Wildnow. Number 32, McKenna Peyton. Number 50, Taylor Shy. The pit crew, Myra Paul, Emily Dunlap, Kenley Caldwell, and Ellie Clark. Team photographer, Kathy Schaefer. Assistant coach, Pat Shy. Assistant coach, Alex Schaefer. Assistant coach, Tracy Rother. And the head coach of the Eagles, Abe Helmstetter. Now please welcome OHSAA Executive Director Doug Ute, who will present the 2025 OHSAA Division 7 State Runner-Up Trophy to the Eagles from Monroeville.
Young ladies, there's so much to be proud of. You've been on a 2-year run, and a lot of programs don't get a chance to experience. I know these people behind us here County are very proud of you and appreciate all you've done. Last year, you became the first school in Huron County, first softball team to play in a state final game. You left here with a big X on your back. You talk to your coaches and administrators at Monroeville. They talk about the leadership that each of you have, and particularly your seniors. And it's difficult to repeat, but you did that. Along the way, you won a school record 25 games. You came back through a tournament that in region was very difficult. You won the state semifinal game yesterday, and you made all these people proud, but most importantly, yourselves proud of each other on the way you conducted yourselves on that field today. I'm joined by Molly Feason, who's the athletic administrator in Worthington and a member of our state board. And on behalf of our board, our member schools, and our staff at the OHSAA, we're very pleased to present to the girls from Monroeville High School the Division 7 State Runner-Up Softball Trophy. Congratulations.
Once again, the Lady Eagles playing on the final day of the regular season. Only 2 teams get to do that. They've done it twice in a row. And you heard Doug Ute, the first time in Huron County a team has ever made it. And they've done it twice. School record 27 wins as well. Now, time for the presentation of the championship trophy.
To present our medals is Athletic Director Bob Boltman. Number 1, Lindsay Schaefer. Number 2, Tally Herman. Number 3, Addison Arnold. Number 4, Kennedy Lyon. Number 5, Maddie Entler. Number 6, Bella Rush. Number 9, Ava Rush. Number 10, Audrey Bach. Number 12, Macy Ford. Number 20, Candace Odie. Number 38, Alayla Soard. Number 44, Cameron Stringer. And number 45, Kate Entler. Trainer, Leslie Mack. Team photographer, Josh Odie. Team bus driver, Adrian Soard. Assistant coach, Jay Stambach. Assistant coach, Ryan Rush. Assistant coach, Brandon Entler. And the head coach of the Lady Titans, Shad Ford. OHSAA Associate Executive Director, Kristen Ronay to present the OHSAA Division 7 2025 State Championship Trophy.
Lady Titans, it is no secret that to start the season, this team had big goals and aspirations. And let's talk about what led up to that. Over the past 4 years, 4 straight undefeated SOC 1 league championships. Add to that 4 straight district championships and 4 regional finalist appearances. And with your appearance here this weekend, you became the first softball team in Portsmouth Notre Dame history to make it to a state championship game. And tonight, you get to take home the trophy. I'm joined this evening by Stephanie Evans as a member of our board of directors. You might be familiar with her. And it's our pleasure on behalf of our board, our executive director and staff to present to you the 2025 Division 7 Softball State Champion.
Not a bad way to leave your first state appearance. State champions for Notre Dame. We'll take a break, and we'll be back to wrap things up here as they start celebrating down on the field.
Looking for the best high school sports coverage in Ohio? You found it right here on the OH Report. From the field to the court, we've got it all. OH Report brings you local coverage like nobody else in the area, live and free. Follow OH Report now and never miss a moment of the action. Don't just watch, be a part of the game with OH Report, the future of local sports.
For over 12 years, you've trusted Scout Construction for quality building and remodeling. Difference. Call or email us today for a free quote and let us break ground together.
From opening day to hoisting the hardware, it's all right here on the OH Report. Back here to wrap things up inside the Village Barn postgame show. As you see, Notre Dame celebrating their state championship in their first ever trip. 9-1 over Monroeville in a battle of number 2 versus number 8 in the state. Travis Berardi here, Brian Skronsky down in the interview room. We will have our MVP interview brought to you by the Monroeville Athletic Boosters posted here later tonight. Or as you're watching the stream, it'll be posted here shortly. But let's take a look. The final numbers. 9-7-1 for Notre Dame. 1-5-4 for Monroeville. It was a 5 spot in the first inning. 3 of those runs unearned. 2 errors by Monroeville really started things off for them. They added 1 on in the second inning on another error to lead 6-0. Moved to the 4th, and Cade Entler sent a fly to left field. It was about a 225 shot over the fence, making it 7-0. Then they added 2 on in the 6th to make it 9-0. Monroeville, though, did not go away quietly. Madison Reiber hit a double down the left field line, moved to third on a wild pitch, and then Avery Rosser with a ground out made it 9-1, but that was it. Lady Eagles did load the bases with 2 out in the first inning, could not score. Had a runner on first with nobody out in the third, but a tough luck line drive double play erased that. Just not their night tonight. But they still go home state runners up for the second time ever. You see it? Notre Dame, D7 champs, 27-3 is their final record this year. Monroeville finishes 27-4, state runners up. Final score once again, 9-1. Want to thank everybody that helped make things possible today. Brian Skronsky on the color commentary. Jory Skronsky. On the camera work. And we want to thank our sponsors as well. Let's try that one more time. As you see the Notre Dame fans starting their celebration with Celebration playing. Brian Skronsky on color commentary. Jory Skronsky with the great views on camera. Roeder Racing, our scoreboard sponsor. Monroeville Athletic Boosters, our MVP sponsor. Our pregame, 5th inning stretch postgame sponsor, the Village Barn in Monroeville. Instant replay sponsor, Janotta Herner. And our commercial sponsors as well, the Monroeville Athletic Boosters, as well as Scout Construction Services. Want to thank the great folks here at Firestone Stadium for having us tonight and this week, as well as the OHSAA letting us bring you this special presentation of the state championships to you, the fans. But that'll do it. Closing time playing on the radio, and we are heading out as well. For Brian Skronsky, for Jory Skronsky, I am Travis Berardi saying so long from Firestone Stadium. We'll be back at the Mecca tomorrow as Doughton looks to clinch a spot in the D6 final. But until then,